Alright, what's going on? It's your boy Lex, and we are back with some more extremely high ladder gameplay. And this time, we are using what I will describe as the most disgusting, the most shameless cheese screens, light screen reflect team I have ever seen in my life. The Italians made this. I think Kebab was using it a lot in OLT, and then CTC made his own spin on it, which is what we're going to be trying out today. So, start of the show, light screen, reflect taunt, counter Deoxys. Counter snipes a lot of random stuff like Scarf Landorus, U-turning Masquerada, guys like that. Ogre Pawn even gets sniped, so it's pretty cool. Iron Crown, doing Iron Crown things, probably, which is probably nothing. Like, I'm gonna be honest, this team is definitely trash, and we're probably gonna lose a shit ton. Pardon my language, but I don't know. Like it had potential for sure. Like it could be really cool. But yeah, Iron Crown doing Iron Crown things. Trailblaze bulky Wogerpon with enough speed for Kyurem, of course. Bulky-ish Terra Bug Raging Bolt. We got Life Orb Cerulege, one of the strongest guys on the planet with that crazy Poltergeist Terra Ghost with Adamant Life Orb. And then Iron Jugulus Workup, this it looks like an electric terrain team, right? Like I could not explain what's going on in this team, but Iron Juggles low-key got decent bulk and screens. It's like really hard to kill. As long as you land your hurricanes, you're kind of chilling. So, but like I said, we're very top of the ladder right now. 1973. We're gonna hopefully win some games, and I will see you for game number 1. Also, team will be in the description down below. Shoutouts to all the members, as always. Much love, much appreciated. Even in times where I'm not uploading as consistently as I'd like, I still appreciate all the support that you guys show me. And, you know, if anyone ever needs anything, make sure to hit me up. Anyways, let's get into game number 1. All right, we finally got our first game. It actually took quite a while somehow, despite it all. Despite OLT going on, and I thought a lot of games were going on, but I don't know. I don't know why it took a few minutes, but look at this matchup. I obviously know the enemy team, unless they change things, which is a pretty good strategy right now. It's a very spammed hyper offense team right now. It's a very solid team. Matchup wise, not looking too great for us, I'll be honest. But who knows? We could pull it off. So Deoxys is the obvious lead. They could lead Infiltrator Dragapult if that's the set. And if that's the set, we're low-key kind of fried, but I think you have to run Clear Body right now. Actually, I have this team. 1 second. Okay, yeah, I'm tripping. It is Clear Body because you need it for anti-cheese and whatnot. Okay, Ogerpon is being led. I'm about to just counter this guy. Because why not? Okay, we chew the cudgel. We luckily don't get crit. We cudgel the Ogerpon, which is dead. So our Ogerpon is looking fantastic right now, actually. And we still have the chance to get up screens later on, perhaps. Although Valiant coming in right now with the free Swords Dance is going to be a little scary, I can't lie. But here, I think we just hard Iron Crown. I'm not sure if +2 knock would actually kill us with Swords Dance up. So maybe we actually go to like Raging Bolt or something instead. Because we actually are very weak to Iron Valiant. Now, let's go Crown. Let's see what happens. If they go for SD, it's a really good play on their end. And we'll have to expend Terra to figure it out. Okay, so they don't go for SD. And we actually would have lived a +2 anyways, which I'm low-key surprised by. Wait, we're special attack Crown. CTC is definitely sabotaging us, first of all. Like, what is up with this? There's no way, there's no way special attack Crown is the correct set. Part of me really wants to just Terra here. But I don't think we need to do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna. CTC is definitely trolling us with this nonsense. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that a speed booster crown because I'm like, why do we have this in the first place? All right, fixed. The question is, what do we do versus this Valiant? We have the Terra Ghost Cerulege, which is probably gonna be our play. So I think we do just sack crown here, and then we go Cerulege. Do we need the Terra actually? Cerulege Life Orb is so ridiculously strong that we might not know. We definitely need to. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Okay, 34 to 40.8. He's at 40.2. So yeah, we definitely need to Terra. But that's okay. I don't think we need our Terra on anything else, like as in like an emergency Terra. Raging Bolt would have been nice, but he has Meteor Beam, aka Meat Beam, on Claymore in the first place. So that's all right. Okay, he goes Lando, sure. We go for the sneak. We should just live a Earthquake here. So I'm low-key just gonna Swords Dance. Yeah, because rocks were really obvious, and we live Earthquake, we can Bitter Blade it all back up. Yep. And it's not like we really need Lich for anything in particular anyways at this point. Because it was really just to force out the Valiant, make him slow again. Alright, Gambit is in now. I'm going to go ahead and SD. And then I'm going to get my guaranteed sneak chippage, which is doing quite a bit low-key. Hold up. Go for another one. Let's go for another SD. We could win the game on the spot. Or they can just Catalyst, but we already got so much damage on this Gambit. Okay, cool. So this plus this other SD should guarantee the kill on the Gambit right now, or it's close, like it's a roll probably, because Shadow Sneak is not very strong versus Gambit in the first place. The reason why I didn't SD multiple times is because I wanted my guaranteed chip. Well, I gave Gambit the boost instead. I wanted my guaranteed chip on the Gambit, so I wasn't messing around. Okay, so it's not going to kill. Actually, we're Terra Ghost. Terra Ghost to max HP Gambit does actually kill most of the time, so we're just going to go for Sneak. Nice. Okay, wait, this is just game over. We just Bitter Blade everything. Can't do. We didn't even need to get our screens up in order to win this game, which is pretty crazy. Alright, surely Bitter Blade. Surely Bitter Blade kills 0 defense Glamour. Yeah, that's gone. Oh my god. The greediest of Stealth Rocks gets punished, and we get an extremely dominating game 1. Let's move on to game number 2. Alright, we have our next game versus some kind of Kyurem Petron team. So Kyurem could be anything, going from Dragon Dance to sub lefties, Tect, to sub lefties Dragon Dance, to sub 2 attacks. Kyurem is definitely going to be the scary guy to watch out for. Iron Crown looks really, really good though. I actually really like Iron Crown here. Iron Jugulus actually looks really good too. So this matchup might be decent if we're able to get up our hazards relatively safely. Raging Bolt also looks decent if we're faster than Heatran. If we're not, then it's kind of chalked. Ogre Pawn looks... we got to get through a Petra. It's just going to be tough. Alright, we're going to lead Deoxys anyways. We have Taunt, right? Yeah, we have Taunt. So we're just... Our goal is to just get a screen up, send in Big Jug, get some workups in, start doing some crazy, crazy damage. That would be ideal. 88.1 GXC. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and taunt here, because they have to connect a Magma Storm anyways. Yeah. Which, you know, Magma Storm not a real boob anyways, so it's all good. It's all good. Alright, we get the Reflect, and now we get to die as we taunt, which is very cool. I like that. That was a good stealth block. They burn another screen turn for us. So I'm just gonna click taunt again in case they switch out. We die here. And now we're gonna bring Jugulus, Big Jug in, and we're gonna go for a workup. Let's see if they just stay in and try to get the magma chip. If they miss, it might just be game over for them on the low key. Could be like some Scarf Latios with Trick Healing Wish though, so maybe it's not completely Jove. Okay, they do connect magma. We're just gonna go for Earth Power though. At this point, we just want to get our damage off with Big Jug, because we have 2 turns of Light Screen left, 3 turns of Reflect. The bulk should let us live any non-specs Kyurem hit. So let's just hopefully connect some Canes here. Oh, we missed the first one. Not great. We eat the Freeze Dry. We should calc what... Oh, it's AV. Yo, that's my shit. Oh, they go for the Ancient Power boost. They don't get it though. Thank God. Okay, AV Kyurem. That's really cool. Who invented that? But yeah, we're just going to come on here as Earth Power comes out. It's going to chip us for quite a bit, though. I can't even lie. Okay, Latias is in. Is this going to trick me? I'm just going to lock into Tachyon in case. I'm not sure what this is going to do. We do 33. Is it Thunder Wave? Okay, it is Trick. It's Trick Scarf. And it's just like really greedy slow. We're just gonna go for Tachyon though. Knock this out. So this is like modest Latias, or just bulky invested, like a bit tankier. Okay, King Gambit is in. I'm gonna go ahead and get another Tachyon off, which actually didn't do anything. It did like nothing. We're gonna have to outplay, I think. Like, it's definitely a little chalked here. So Raging Bolt will eat one hit probably. Ogerpon might eat one hit too. The random trick Latias is about to smoke us. I can't even lie. The random one. Definitely max HP Gambit. Pretty bulky on Ogerpon. Ooh, we still don't live though, which is wild. Yeah, we always die. I think we're cooked. I think we might have just lost. But let's see. Raging Bull definitely dies to a Katao. Actually, it doesn't. But it's not like we even do that much back. Alright, we have to go Raging Bull anyways, though. And then we have to double Thunderbolt, I think. I think we're cooked. Like, I'm pretty sure there's no way we win. Okay. Oh. Wait, did I totally miscalc that? I'll just Raw Thunderbolt. Okay, they go to Latias. Presumably they're trying to Healing Wish. Yeah, so we'll Calm Mind. Wait, low-key that might have been a throw. Because I'm about to just tear a bug here. Eat this Headlong. Dragon Pulse is now going to Oko at -1. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We might have low-key done it. That clap is going to do a lot. As they chain us. Okay, okay. What is our play here? I think we have to Ogerpon and Swords Dance and then Synthesis on the Sucker Punch. So we have to not get poisoned. If we don't get poisoned, I think we have a chance to win this. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, we get poisoned. That's so bad. That's so bad. I think it's just game over now. Okay, because we can Synthesis here. But if we get hit in confusion... Ah, what a bummer. What a bummer. Damn. That really sucks. That was a really close game. And if we didn't get poisoned there, we get the Synthesis off, we would be able to win. But, you know, it is what it is. You're playing cheese. You're expected to get haxed. That's kind of how it goes. And we'll catch you for the next game. All right, we got our next game versus Black Goku King. Their team looks really scary. I hate a Glamour. I hate a hyper offense with Hatterene to face against it. Like, it's always going to be terrifying. Not the LAXIMUS scoop is sober. Nah, have faith, brother. I'm probably fried. This team is so bad. But, you know, Raging Bolt looks really good, actually. So, we'll try to win with that. I don't actually want to lead Deoxys into a Sash, and like a pretty obvious looking Sash Glamora. I feel like that's way too telegraphed. So I think we're going to go ahead and do Jugulus. Because I don't see the need for Jugulus to go crazy. Oh, we actually lead it into an Ogerpon. Okay, we'll just fire off a Hurricane then. Let's see if this Glamora is red card or not. It might be because it's switched in there, so he might try to switch out. Okay, so he's Sash. So that Hurricane miss is going to suck because rocks will go up forever. But, you know, what can you do about that? Like I said, you use a team like this with moves like Hurricane and Focus Blast and Poltergeist, you gotta expect to get hacked, right? Like, it's just, it'll be what it'll be. Alright, here I'm gonna go Sarilege. It doesn't have much use in this matchup, I think. After we have to take all the rocks and stuff. So I'm just going to use it as an early breaker. Fire off a Poltergeist, which is going to completely knock out that Hatterene. Gone in a second. Now Ogerpon is back in. Looks like just a sneak for me. Just get some chippage off as they knock us off. Here, I think it's now appropriate time to get screens up. Seems about right. Let's just do that. Okay. Oh, the Ivy Cudgel right through our screen. It's a little annoying, but Ogerpon looks really good. Hold on. Because we just Trailblaze twice, and then we can beat the D-Knight in a 1v1 maybe. Okay, they're Horn Leech. That's annoying. Oh, Trailblaze doesn't even 2 KO. Wow. Alright, well, we're just going to click it again in case they're Encore. Go for their U-turn, though. Okay, interesting. Did we just throw? We honestly might have. But let's find out. Okay, we're going to Synthesis here. It's Encore. Oh, God. Okay. We have to go Bolt. We have to Dragon Pulse. Okay, nice. We somehow eat that. I'm actually really surprised we ate that. And now we can just Thunderbolt. Yeah, Thunderbolt covers some kind of Terra that they do last second. Iron Moth is now in though, and this guy is real scary. Hopefully they don't boost versus us. That would be nice, but it's Iron Moth Lottery. Okay, they don't. Hold on. So you're saying we have a chance. I'm going to go Jugulus first. Think it's the proper order here. Because Moth outspeeds everything else and would force a Terra versus everything else. Okay, so we force their Terra. Huh. I think we lose. I think it's game over. Because our Ogerpon is forced to Terra right now. Hold on a second. Wait. Why didn't I go Iron Crown? Wait, no, I could still do that. I don't need to Terra here. Okay, we'll sack this. For no reason. Just throwing the game. It happens. And now we'll Terra Iron Crown here. We'll tack it. Hopefully they don't Gleam. Okay, they don't. So I think we should win if we connect Focus Blast. So we have a 70% chance to win this game. Oh, God. Alright, so we're going to Tachyon, knock this out, not reveal anything. But obviously, since we're Terra Fight, we're obviously Focus Blast. Please! Oh my God, we connect. GG. Nah, Hyper Offense always be coming down to those last turns where you need to connect a move. You need to do that, and I hate that about this style. But to just mindlessly play some ladder games, I mean, obviously, we're trying to win. We're thinking about it. But just to spam some ladder games, it could be some fun. So we'll move on to the next. All right, next game up, we got Storm Zone. He is using a mostly underused team, which is very interesting. Like literally 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, it's a complete underused team. Every single guy. I mean, Torn is technically not UU, but every other guy is basically a new UU. So that's pretty interesting. Unfortunately, he does have the best Ogerpon Trailblaze counter in mankind's existence, and he has Excadrill plus Tinkaton into Raging Bolt, and he has Tyranitar into Ceruledge. Iron Crown is going to have to go absolutely stupid here. I'm assuming this is Choice Band. I'm just going to try to get a Reflect up. Yeah, definitely Choice Band. Wow. Okay, he's dead. We'll just Jug. Jug and Workup seems pretty decent, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that seems fine. It's not great, but it seems fine. Alright, we'll work up, then we'll taunt this thing. Nice. We'll get another one in. Try to boost up as much as we can. Tinkaton is now in. We'll go ahead and taunt that guy. And now we'll click Earth Power. I guess we can Cane. I guess he might go back to Tinkaton. But we should have Earth Powered, because if we miss this Cane, we're not to a KOing T-Tar. Luckily, we do connect, though. Back to Tinkaton. I'm just going to Hurricane now. Actually, no, we can Taunt. Taunt's fine. Yeah. Because he's just trying to gigaton us after screens are gone. Oh, we die. Wow. Iron Jugulus is some trash, bros. He is some major ass. But I think Sailors might just win. So let's go for it. Okay. Fujin is in. What is this guy gonna do? We're just gonna Bitter Blade? Is he Specs? Oh god, he Specs. Oh, but we dodge. I'm telling you, these 70% moves are some complete head-assery. And now we're about to Terra and go for a miss ourselves. Poltergeist! Okay. He makes the play of switching out to preserve his sand, which I think makes a lot of sense. Does Drill live? I actually got a feeling that Drill drops the Terra Ghost +2 Cerulege, but let's see that. Let's see. Yo, it's a clean Oko. Go buy Impale. Yeah, so we just dodged a Specs Hurricane, by the way, to win this game. So we are completely shameless. Do I even need to Poltergeist here? Yeah, we might as well. What's the harm? I was thinking of just Bitter Blading to chip this down, but like, we have Iron Crown for this anyways. I'm using Bleakwind. Yeah, you should definitely be using Bleakwind. Hurricane 70% is just truly some trash. All right, let's get maybe one more, maybe two more, depending on how fast these games are. All right, we are gonna be engaging in a screen off versus Ninetales Alola, who can do it in a single turn, versus us, who cannot do it in a single turn. But that be what it be. I think we just lead Jugulus here. Good lead into both Tails and Glamora. Can taunt the Veil, can Earth Power the Glamora. Break the Sash, yada yada yada. Bad into an Iron Valiant lead, but I think you'd have to be pretty insane to lead Iron Valiant, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't eat my words. But yeah, overall looking at the matchup, not great because Dragonite is super scary, Valiant is super scary, and Gambit is really scary. Like, we literally have nothing for King Gambit. We have the Terra to get through King Gambit, and our Terra is Ghost on Cerulege. Ogerpon doesn't matter, Deoxys doesn't matter. Jugulus can beat it, but Jugulus is meant to be like an early breaker, because when rocks go up, it's really doing nothing. Yeah, this will be interesting for sure. I'm not sure how we're gonna approach it, but they're burning up a lot of the timer, probably to watch replays. I mean, not in like a hating way of like this guy's lame for watching replays. I'm just saying, like, as an OLT official ladder tournament competitor, scouting games is never a bad idea because information is like one of the key pieces to succeeding in Scarlet and Violet overused. So definitely makes sense to me. All right, we're starting with a lead of Jugulus to Ogerpon. So that's a pretty great lead for us. We have a very free Hurricane here. He either tears his Ogerpon to deal with a mere Jugulus, or he switches in Ninetales or Glamora, which gets 2 KO'd, or he switches in Dragonite, which we break multi-scale. So he actually has no switch-ins for this lead Jugulus because he didn't lead his Glamora or Ninetales. So that's great. I could actually see just a hard Terra here, but no, he goes to Ninetales, which gets 2 KO'd by Hurricane. So we're just going to go for another one. And we miss, of course, because Hurricane is a terrible move. Terrible move. We didn't get punished, though. He didn't go for Veil, which is honestly pretty crazy. Okay, well, now he just doesn't have Veil. We'll take that. Yeah, sure. And we're going to break the Sash of this Glamora? Like, this is major value from the big jug. Did 199% to this guy's team, and he doesn't have Veil or Hazards up. Yeah, that is definitely a dub. I'm going to go ahead and Crown here. We're just going to Psyshock. Psyshock doesn't trigger Toxic Debris, right? Like, I always forget. Is hit by a physical attack. Yeah, it should be fine. If it's not, we're gonna look real stupid. But that is the price we'll pay. Actually, okay, thank God we clicked Side Shot, because this should 2 a KO Ogerpon. Or it doesn't. Huh. Now that... Okay, it usually does, but I guess it must be a very low roll to not. With Tachyon here. So this guy's basically down 3 Pokemon, but the remaining 3 are the guys that I said are his biggest threats. I'm actually kind of inclined to Terra here, but I'm not going to do it. Actually, I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to do it. It's such a bad idea. Nah, we're doing it. I expect Knockoff to come out or Shadow Ball, which we eat. And we get rid of the biggest threat on his team, in my opinion. Because we do have Reflect for the other guys. Which I'm going to go ahead and set up. Yeah, no one's crazy enough to go for Katao there. So we're going to go ahead and safely get our Reflect up. And then we'll taunt this, and we should just win. Okay, well, I'm going to keep my screens now. We'll go ahead and just sack Cerulege. That's fine with me. And, just Poltergeist? Yeah, we'll break the multi-scale. We'll just see. Oh my god, look at that damage, by the way. 45, and he's Chestoberry. What in God's green earth is that? We'll go for a Thunderbolt here. Chestoberry. What Terra would go with Chestoberry? I have a feeling our opponent Rage Quit, though. But, like, let's look at this objectively. Chestoberry makes sense with what? Terra Flying, maybe? Probably not Terra Ground. Terra Ground you could roost. Terra Flying can roost, though. Like, I don't know, but we're just gonna click Dragon Pulse. If they Terra Fairy, we go Ogerpon. And Ogerpon should handle it, so. It does look like our opponent is rage quitting, though. And probably not coming back, which makes sense. Like, Bolt with leftovers, or I guess they don't know that. But Bolt with Reflect versus Gambit Dragonite is an insane menace, and probably unstoppable for him. Yeah, it is looking like a rage quit, only 5 seconds to go. So I guess we should probably start talking about the team and how it functioned, how we like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Oh, they're back. Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. I guess you could never judge a book by its cover. Wise words to live by, because our opponent actually meant to come back. Or they were waiting out the timer and wanted to come back, like, so they could queue up again after rage quitting. But who knows? We're not going to be the ones to decide it because they haven't told us that. Make sure to stand by that. Don't judge a book by its cover. But yeah, this team overall, oh, it's some bullshit. It's some utter bullshit. But if you connect the Hurricanes, the Focus Blast, the Poltergeist, it could get shiced. It could be a really fun team, and it could net you some victories. But overall, I would not recommend this team if you are intending to climb. Teams like this are just so inconsistent that if you're really looking to like reach the top, it's probably not going to get you there. I'm going to be honest. Like, obviously, we're at the top. We're at like 2004 with 88.2 GXC, but you know, that's built off of having a very strong OU, ELO, and GXC in the first place. We started this video at like 1970 and 88 GXC, so we just gained like 30 ELO, 0.2 GXC, which is not even that crazy. But overall, this team is not consistent, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're looking to have fun, learn how to play hyper offense, setup spam, this could be a very entertaining team for you. So if you liked it, make sure, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you for the next one. Peace, take care, and much love. I'll see you soon.